Yo, me again. All right, YouTube, check it out. So, I know you guys probably want to know how I know about the new orientation procedures. Um, the last time that I made a video, I don't know how long ago it was, to be honest. I think I told you guys I was at a local company. It was a good company. I like. It's a good company. I like it. The only issue was I was having some confusion just with myself, um, with what I wanted to do as far as my own um, trucking career. Just kind of battling back and forth. I'm kind of like that sometimes. Um, so I was a little confused, and I just needed some time to figure out what I really wanted to do and how far I really wanted to go. So thought about it, and I said, well, I need to go where the money is, and I need to go where 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 I'm comfortable, where I want to be. So that's why I went out and got my hazmat and my tanker. My plan is to get enough experience for myself to where as though I can run my own loads. Maybe possibly a contract with um, oil company like Sunoco. Um, getting some form of contracts like that, and just doing my own thing. Um, but you got to have over the road experience. You can't ride local and getting that kind of experience. You know, um, to some degree, you can and you can't. In my case, I need some over the road experience, and it's kind of hard for me because I'm jumping back and forth, and that's not good. It's not good at all, and I wouldn't suggest any one of you to do that. Um, so I called back up U.S. Express. I mean, they'll take you back. I didn't do anything to the company that would keep me from coming back. Um, they always welcome you back uh, with open arms at that place. Um, so I went back. Um, the thing is that they didn't want to accept my local experience because I wasn't driving a 53-foot trailer. And that's another thing you got to watch out for. When you're going from local to over the road or local to regional, whatever it is, and you're looking to use that local experience, you got to make sure that you're not wasting time in a straight truck or in a truck that's not a 53 because some of them companies they won't acknowledge it, and U.S. Express was one of them for me when I worked for Pepsi and stuff like that. Because my tractor wasn't because it was a bay truck. It was a 40 something foot truck. I forget what it was, but it wasn't a 53. So they didn't acknowledge it. I wasn't happy about that because I don't need no trainer, but I do need a trainer because going driving in the snow it with a 53 foot I've never done. I never had to drive um, in the snow, especially 77,000 pounds. So it is something that I could use the experience with. So I didn't mind. I mean, I mind it because, excuse me, it's a pay cut. It's a pay cut, you know, um, for me, very large pay cut. You know, I went from making 1,400 a week, and now I got to drop down to $70 a day. Is a huge pay cut for me. So that's how I know I did go back to U.S. Express, and that's how I gave you guys the information on the new orientation. Um, as of right now, though, I had to come home for a little bit. I had some family stuff. I'm still hired with them. I'm still hired with them, um, and stuff like that. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting, but I had to take care of some issues that I was having. Um, but U.S. Express is cool. They're all right with me. Never lied to me. Um, I don't know. There's been a lot of complaints with them, but there's been a lot of complaints with every company. Any company you go to, you're going to find 100 people that probably have something bad to say. Then you're going to find another 100 people that are very satisfied, and that's the same thing with U.S. Express. There are happy people, and there are miserable, and there are people that aren't happy. Um, and but they haven't lied to me. They haven't told me any lies. They've been treating me. They've treated me fine. As far as that company is concerned. Um, um, Only thing I don't like about U.S. Express is the home time. They do get you home weekly. You can get home on a Northeast region. You can get home every weekend, but it's only a 34-hour reset. It's not 48 hours. I don't like that. I don't see why it can't be, 48 hours. It just doesn't make any sense. They only want you home to go home and go to sleep and wake back up. So that bothered me a little bit, but it is what it is. Excuse me. The um the Northeast region, it's a drop and hook mostly. You're doing Tractor Supply mostly, doing those drop and hooks. You do a lot of Tractor Supply with that up there in that Northeast region. A lot of people don't like Northeast region. Um, they do about, say, about 1,600 to 2,000 miles a week, maybe 2,200 miles a week. Um, Starting off, depending on where you live, everywhere is different. So if you're in Pennsylvania, you're going to get 33 cents starting off. If you had to go with a trainer, if you're a first seat driver, the starting rate is, I don't know. I don't know what the starting rate is. It might be like 34 cents or something like that. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep yelling. Uh, but you do get raises quarterly. You do get four raises in a year, and actually, I think they're offering a $10,000 sign-on bonus right now. Um, yeah, and that might be for experienced drivers only, but I know for the dedicated account, it's a $7,500 sign-on bonus. I'm pretty sure they're still offering it. Dedicated is fine as long as you don't have any problem working, unloading the trailer, stuff like that. It's a lot of night driving. You got to drive at night because you got to make sure you get to that store. Um, Sometimes they want you at the store 10 hours before you got to make the delivery. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Uh, Also, like I said, well, I was telling you guys in the last video, um, when I went back to, I had to go back through orientation when I came back because I was gone for longer than 30 days. Everybody was hired the second day. Everybody was hired the second day. There was only one older guy got sent home because he couldn't make it through the duck walk, and that was because he was older guy. This guy was like in his 60s, heavy, tight jeans on. He couldn't bend down, and he had a little limp, I think. So he went home, and he was the owner operator anyway. But he was having some trouble with his truck, I guess. Um, Another lady, she made it through, but um, she didn't have her glasses. She didn't have her glasses that was on her license. When you got a anything on your license that have to do with glasses, and you don't have those glasses, they're not gonna hire you until you have those glasses. So make sure you have your glasses. If you need glasses, if you have reading whatever kind of glasses, make sure you bring them in, bring them with you, or they're gonna send you home. And that's what she had to do. She had to go home, get her glasses, come back, and then she'd be hired. Um, Another guy, he had to take like 4 urines. I don't know what the hell was up with that, but he had to take a couple of urines. Um, I don't even know if he got hired because I left exactly at 2 o'clock. Once that CSA thing was over, I got in my car and got out of there. I knew I didn't have a trainer yet, um, so I just went home. I couldn't wait to get home. I couldn't deal with that orientation mess again. Um, but I don't know what his deal was, but he had to take a lot of urines, and I don't know if he got hired or not. I'm not sure, but everybody else, we were all hired the second day. We all went in there. It's no big deal when you get hired. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a big deal. A lot of people, they're just starting their career, trucking career, and get excited. You just got your CDL license. I'm not going to downplay that. Um, but I'm talking about as far as what you're going to get. If you think you can get some T-shirts and hats and all that, some crazy stuff, you ain't getting none of that. UX Express does not supply those things. You have to pay for it. You're going to get your safety books that you probably already had when you were in school, and you're going to get your fuel card with your $50 on there and stuff like that. Is really no big deal. They give you what you need to run their loads. Um, so, um, my opinion is don't buy their shirts. Don't buy their hats. My opinion. Only reason why I say is my opinion is because you should not have to pay to advertise their company. All right? If they want their company advertised, then they need to supply you with the product to advertise their company. What you're doing is you're buying their stuff that they made, and you're advertising their company for them, and you paid a lot of money to advertise for them when they should give you the shirts, give you the hats, give you a keychain, whatever it is, to advertise for them. So my opinion is don't do that. Don't go into their stores and buy their stuff. Let them give it to you for free. My opinion, leave it like that. Um, my opinion, this is not a starter company. You'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a good starter company." You'll hear that about every company across the freaking place. Oh, it's a good starter company. It's a good starter company. US Express is not a starter company. That is a place that you can stay at. Um, you can stay for a long time. Um, I don't know too many people that would stay at a over the road for 20, 30, 40 years anymore. I think that's like done now. The older guys, that's still doing it, that was their time. I don't think that's this type of life now that we as new people would stay at a trucking company for 30 years over the road. I don't believe that. I don't think that's how it's going to go. Uh, but that's just my opinion. I could never see myself being over the road for 30 years right now, you know, um, especially not for a company. You can drive for your work for yourself, but um, yeah, I just want to give you guys a little update of what's going on. Um, don't get discouraged. There are plenty of companies. I don't know. There are plenty of companies that will take you without you having experience. If some of you guys don't want to go over the road, there are plenty of companies that will take you locally. Plenty of companies that will take you